Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Destiny video. And in this video, I want to put together a quick guide on the Elder Cipher. What it is, how you get it, and everything else you need to know. So let's get started. First up, the Elder Cipher is a new exotic bounty introduced in the House of Wolves expansion that will allow you to obtain one of the 3 new Fallen themed exotic weapons. The Queenbreaker's bow, fusion rifle, the Lord of Wolves shotgun, or the Dreg's Promise sidearm. Unlike regular exotic bounties, which will randomly turn up after handing in bounties at the bounty tracker, the Elder Cipher is dropped exclusively in the Prison of Elders from the final boss in either the level 34 or 35 Prison of Elders. And contrary to what people thought before, it does not drop in the Queen's chest in the Prison of Elders, so you do not need a treasure key in order to obtain the cipher. You will, however, need a key a little bit later on, but to initially obtain it, you simply need to defeat either the level 34 or 35 boss in the Prison of Elders. It's a random drop, so your chances of getting it are of course down to RNG, but if you do obtain it, it will drop the second you kill the boss. As you can see on screen here, I got it after defeating Quadron, who was the level 34 boss in the second week of the Prison of Elders. Now, it used to be a case that if your bounty slots were full, you would not be able to obtain it, but Bungie have since patched that, meaning if your bounty slots are full, it should go to your postmaster. Now, while some people have reported being able to actually farm this, I have yet to see video proof of someone getting it on their second or third etc. attempt on the same character. So for the time being, I'm going to assume the Cipher also abides by the usual end game activity lockout rules, in that you have 1 attempt per character per week. However, if you do want to farm this in inverted commas, then your best bet is simply to kill the boss on 1 character, then the second it dies, if you do not get the Cipher, have your whole team kill themselves, and you can then return to the airlock, at which point you can then load your next character, rejoin the lobby, and try again without having to run through the entire prison again. If you do that on all 3 characters, on both the level 34 and 35 bosses, then you have 6 chances a week to get the Cipher. Once you have it, you then need to return to Arekkz in the Reef, and upon speaking to him, he will then ask you to pick your exotic weapon of choice. Also, it's worth noting that at this stage it does not actually matter what weapon you pick, because you'll get a chance to decide again at the end of the bounty. So for now, pick anything and move on. Once you've done that, the next stage of the bounty requires you to open the big chest at the end of either the level 32, 34 or 35 versions of the Prison of Elders. And this is where you will need a treasure key. It's also not 100% guaranteed to drop from the first chest you open, so you may need a second key as well, but once you do successfully open the chest, you should receive a Queen Cipher. You then take this back to Arekkz, and you are then presented with the most annoying part of the bounty. You have to wait. The Cipher does not have a timer, so you have no idea whether it's 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours or more, but you simply have to wait until Arekkz summons you. What's more, you won't actually receive an in-game notification when Arekkz is ready. You simply need to check back with him regularly to see if he puts you on the final phase. For me it was 3 days, so 72 hours, but for others, I've heard reports of both shorter and longer timeframes. Either way, once Arekkz summons you, you can then move to the final stage of the bounty. Kill bosses in the Prison of Elders. You need 1000 points in total, and you can get these points in the following ways. Bosses from the level 28 Prison of Elders will award you with 75 points per kill. Bosses from the level 32 prison will award you with 200 points. Level 34 bosses will give you 350 points, and Skolist in the level 35 Prison of Elders will give you 450 points. What's more, these points can be farmed. The way I did it was as follows. I made my way through the level 34 Prison of Elders when Arekkz Reborn was the final boss. Upon reaching the final boss, I then killed it with my team, and then the second he dies and the screen says that modifiers are cleared, we then killed ourselves. This then returned us to the airlock and made us fight Arekkz again. However, despite dying, we were able to keep the points from the kill, so Arekkz, being a level 34 boss, awarded us with 350 points. We then did this another 2 times, and that resulted in the 1000 points we needed. Once you have your 1000 points, you then return to Arekkz one last time, and it's now that you get to choose your weapon. This time it actually matters, because what you choose is what you get. Once you've selected it, your Cipher is exchanged for the weapon, and congratulations, you are now the proud owner of one of the new Fallen themed exotics. And that, my friends, is everything you need to know about the Elder Cipher. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys do have any more questions, but aside from that, thank you very much for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.